Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich sentenced to 16 years in prison by a Russian court. He's the first American journalist to be arrested on espionage charges in Russia since the Cold War. He was arrested while reporting for the Journal in March 2023, later accused of spying for the CIA. Russian authorities have never offered any public evidence to support their claims. The U.S. government and his newspaper have denounced the case as a sham. NewsNation's Caitlyn Becker has the story.
Well, this is unfortunately the outcome we all expected. These trials are notoriously unfair. It's being largely viewed as political theater and being called a sham and a disgrace. Evan Gershkovich's conviction, however, leading to a rare show of bipartisanship in Congress. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, House Speaker Mike Johnson, and House Democratic Leader Hakeem Jeffries released a joint statement on Friday, reading in part, quote, Evan's unjust sentence in a sham trial is a further reminder that attacks on the free press, hostage-taking, and hostility to America have been core facets of Russian statecraft for decades. Once again, we call on the Russian government to release Evan, along with Paul Whelan and others wrongfully detained. Now, closing arguments took place on Friday morning local time, of course, behind closed doors, where Gershkovich did not admit any guilt. He's the first American journalist arrested on espionage charges since Nicholas Daniloff, and that was back at the height of the Cold War in 1986. State Department spokesperson Verdant Patel addressed Evan's case just prior to the verdict being announced.
We have been clear from the get-go that Evan did nothing wrong and should not have been detained. To date, Russia has provided no evidence of a crime and has failed to justify Evan's continued detention. Evan should not be detained. Paul Whelan should not be detained, and both of them should be immediately released. The timeline of the trial and what route that takes does not have a bearing and has no impact on the urgency that the United States has been prioritizing in this effort. We want both of them home immediately, and will continue to work in this area until they're reunited with their loved ones.
Getting Gershkovich back on U.S. soil is now the goal. It's long been understood that Russian President Vladimir Putin wouldn't seriously consider any kind of prisoner swap until the trial was over. Now, Putin said previously that he would think about swapping Gershkovich for a Russian national. That's Vadim Krasikov, who is serving a life sentence in Germany for murder. In a statement, President Biden on Friday said he is, quote, pushing hard for Evan's release and will continue to do so. As I have long said, and as the UN also concluded, there is no question that Russia is wrongfully detaining Evan. Journalism is not a crime. Now, the fact that Russia is asking for someone that's not in U.S. custody does, of course, complicate things a bit. And in a bit of irony, Putin called Krasikov's conviction in Germany at the time, quote, politically motivated. Back to you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.